So I got a comment a couple weeks ago and it kind of made me a little sad. So I decided to make a video about the truth behind being a synth YouTuber. Right off the bat, I want to say that I'm only going to speak about my personal experiences as a musician in the YouTube space and as a synth YouTuber, as some people like to say. These are only my experiences, and everyone else will have different ones, so make sure you keep that in mind when listening. So I'm going to be completely transparent about my relationship with companies and my relationship with you guys as a honest and unbiased creator when I talk about equipment and gear. So let's first get to the comment. The comment was something to the effect of, I am just going to start a channel reviewing synths on YouTube so that I can get free gear. And I responded to this person with the most honest response that just came to my mind, and I said, trust me, it's not worth it. Don't do it. When I said this, it was literally the most sincere thing I could tell someone who maybe or maybe not going at this the total wrong way. Starting a channel of any type on YouTube can be all kinds of different things to all kinds of different people. If you look at big channels like Peter McKinnon, right? Of course, they get people and companies wanting to work with them so that they can create sponsored content or give them equipment so that they can make videos based on the stuff that the companies send out. And in the synth community, being that it's a much smaller niche, you always have to realize that the same rules kind of apply. From my experience, I've personally never received a piece of gear in exchange for a review. When I started the channel, and I actually shot this video specifically this way today because this is how I shot my first review. I did the review of the Mother 32, and when I shot the video, it was literally me, horrible blinds behind me, and the synths around me. I was stuck in this corner, and it was like the worst like lighting and whatnot, and it was harsh, just like kind of like now. That was kind of the genesis of everything. I remember MKBHD, Marquise Brownlee. The first video he shot was of his mom's laptop, right? And he had emotional experiences and all these kind of things about the laptop. And that's kind of the authenticity I wanted to bring to how I created reviews. So I reviewed equipment that I already owned and purchased. Maxed out the credit card on my Prophet 6, and the Sub 37 was the second Moog I ever got. I still love it as much. I say it all the time. The SV1, the Tempest, where the Evolver used to be, but is, rest in peace, is sold now. I started this channel and have continued with just the equipment for the most part that I had when I started. The Eurorack grew, but that was something that was always going to come. Think about getting free gear in exchange for a review. I think that it doesn't work for me. One, because I just don't think about the new gear as much as some people may. The average probably age of a synth on this channel is probably much older than most people realize. I mean, I reviewed the Rev 2 is probably one of the newest synths that I ever reviewed, right? But the Rev 2 was a year old at that point. I'm just saying, when I review something, it's because I'm extremely curious. My reviews are always unbiased because I don't have to answer to anyone. The review I'm extremely proud of is the Akai Timberwolf. I remember receiving that in the mail, like from Amazon, and I wanted to tell people how great it was, and like I had found that it was actually not as crappy as some people had said it was. But when I said right at the beginning, sort of like it's a kind of average instrument, that really kind of was how I always felt about when I reviewed certain pieces of gear and didn't really enjoy them. And I could say it freely without some PR person saying something to me. And if you're in the synth community and you make videos, you kind of notice that the companies see every video for the most part, even if they don't tell you they do. First piece of gear I received from a company was the Nordrum 3P. I thought that it was awesome, right? A company noticed a video and they were gonna send me something, and Of course they did. But you have to understand that it's not maybe what people think. Nord sent me the Nord Drum 3P, and I had to sign a paper saying I'm going to give it back in 60 days, I believe. And I had to give them my credit card number and whatnot so that they knew I wasn't going to steal it and that it would get back right after. It wasn't in exchange for anything. They said, hey, would you like to check it out? And that was kind of the end of it. It wasn't, it'd be cool if you made a video. There was no conversation at all. Did the Eurac for Beginners series where Pittsburgh Modular totally helped out with sending a bunch of modules so that I could help create sort of showing off all different kinds of modules and creating the 1 minute synthesizer preview videos. But that came as well with this honesty part of, hey, you're just borrowing these, so, you don't have to do anything with them. Just, enjoy them. And if you like them, maybe you can buy them. And if not, you just send them all back and, we don't charge your credit card. It was the same way with the Prophet Rev 2. The reason why the channel went through a lot of changes was because I had to continue to have my voice be what it needed to be. The channel was supported and truthfully supported by Amazon's extremely lenient return policies. I would purchase a synth from Amazon and most of the time I would return it. In the case of a few of the synths, such as the Korg Monologue, I gave it away in a giveaway. So, I purchased a piece of gear and gave it away. Companies, of course, do a lot of things with a lot of channels in different niches where channels who are smaller, they don't get a lot of things, and then when they grow larger, they may be able to have relationships with companies. I've never personally received an email from a company telling me that they wanted me to make a video in exchange for a piece of equipment. I don't know if maybe my channel doesn't strike companies in that way because I do so many different types of content, like the brief history of the vocoder, the thoughts on series, or like great synth mysteries. Is maybe my channel doesn't come across as the channel, and that's okay because I don't think the channel ever was supposed to be that. I genuinely have to be super excited to spend 20 hours making a video because I know that I watch YouTube and I know the videos that I like. I mean, I really like the videos where the guys write a script down and it's like very well thought out. All of their sort of emotions and feelings about, it could be a product, a camera, or a video game, come across in this very like expressive, wordy kind of video essay kind of a way. I don't know if I'm a fan of the channels where it's just off the cuff sometimes. And this is one of those videos. I have to do this because I can't just script how I feel, especially in front of you guys. This is very important that I don't do that in this moment. When I think of someone saying that they just want to do something for the benefit of the free gear, I get so kind of afraid as to if I'm giving off the kind of persona that I'm just getting stuff and just making the videos. I can't even fathom doing that. It wouldn't make any financial sense if you really think about it. I guess if I were to make cruddier videos and just never edit them, but you guys would know, and I don't think that that's fair. It's not what I would want to watch, obviously. So I hope everyone understands that. I think that channel sponsorships are different. I think that sponsorships from, Squarespace, Skillshare, Reverb, those videos and those sponsored videos are great for content creators. They create a separation between something, maybe if they're reviewing a synthesizer, but then they're doing, say, a video for Squarespace. Those two things have nothing in common, and honestly, that can help the creator. Ad revenue isn't something that people are going to eat off of or barely maybe even pay their internet bill for the month, and you're making videos for hours and hours on end. Me, personally, I can appreciate sponsored videos when the person tells you up front that this is what you expect it to be. I can watch a sponsored video and expect totally unbiased opinions, and some people can, and well, I can't really speak for those people, but if you look at, say, a Linus Tech Tips video and he says, it's a paid advertisement in the bottom corner, I totally respect that he has to keep the lights on to make videos of the quality he does. And I can watch all his other videos and enjoy them just as much as, you know, the 20, 30-second spot that's in there. And I'm okay with that, but I can understand if people aren't. And I'm totally not polarized about that. That's okay. I think that as a content creator in a position like mine, I don't necessarily have the obligation to be as transparent, but I want to be. If there's a piece of gear that you feel that's any sort of way or influenced by a company or things like that, I want to be the person that you ask. I want you to just write me a comment and I will write back to you. I am not going to be some sort of a blocking machine. I am okay with you guys questioning my methods of reviewing, because how else am I supposed to get better without you guys? Please know that this channel has always been about my personality through the synths and the things that I show you guys. It's not really about the gear, it's about the music. So I hope that this video kind of helps clear up some of the misconceptions about being a YouTuber or a synth YouTuber in all kinds of niches and genres. My personal experience has been different than a lot of other people's, and keeping this channel true to its full transparency and honesty between the community and myself is really important. I don't want people to imagine that this is some sort of a, you know, it's raining synthesizers kind of a lifestyle. You have to love all kinds of different things, from the creation, in my experience, from the writing of the script to the learning of the synth to the editing of the video. The gear itself is actually a very small part, even if it's sort of the core of everything. And to the person who wants to just start a channel because they think they're going to get free gear, you have to realize, I truly want that person or those people to realize that if you start anything in life because of where you think the finish line is, because of what you expect, I mean, what's the journey? The point of this channel was never free stuff or free whatever. It's really important for me to tell you guys that when you follow your passions, follow it because it's something you truly love, never because of something you think you're going to get in the end. Anyway, keep creating, guys. I love you. I guess that's it. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.